Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to Bigmeatsunday. I'm just going to do a really quick video on what I do when I go shopping. Usually when I go shopping, I detest shopping. There's nothing fun about it. Crowds, lines, waiting and waiting some more. Nothing fun about shopping. Anyway, what I normally do when I go like to Costco or a big box store and buy a mountain of beef or chicken or whatever, usually I'm going to buy a ton of it, look for it on sale actually, and then I'm going to freeze it. And usually what I do, like for instance, I have here in front of me a whole fillet. It was about 5 pounds, maybe a little more. I don't recall, I threw the bag away already. But it was ridiculously expensive, but believe it or not, it was about 2/3 of the price as buying the actual number of steaks. It's actually probably more like half. If you buy them already butchered. So what I did was buy the whole fillet, and what I normally do is I'll take my bags, vacuum sealing bags, and I will vacuum seal them and store them in the freezer until I use them. The main reason why I'm actually doing this video is to show you an unconventional but very nice vacuum sealer that a lot of people probably don't know about, that they work a lot better for liquids as well, and powders like flour or different spices or herbs or whatever you can think of that you can vacuum seal as a powder or liquid. I'll show you that in a second. Let me get these bagged up. We'll take you out to the sealer. Just to show you really quick, this is basically what I have here for my meat. I have 5 packs of fillets, and then this little bit here on the end is the what I call the tongue or the tip of the fillet, and then the very butt of it, the opposite end where the Chateaubriand would be. It's kind of, I just cut that off at the end. It's kind of a little bump of meat, if you will. So yeah, what I do is I'll take a little steak and a big steak, so it's a mama and daddy size piece of steak, and each of these packs has a large and a small, and they're all about just about 2 inches thick each. So they're good looking steaks. So we're going to take these out to the vacuum sealer, and I kind of have a little vacuum sealer station out in my garage. Yeah, it's probably not the most sanitary place to work, but I've been making it work for years, so I'm not really sweating it. So let's go out there, we'll show you what that's all about. Just to show you guys, this is my little station, if you will, my vacuum sealing station. Vacmaster 215, model number. Awesome unit. It's a chamber sealer, and then I also have a Weston Pro 2300 for other jobs. This one doesn't work so great with powders and liquids. It's a not a chamber sealer, so you have to put the bag inside of this, and well, when it draws the air through the bag, it pulls powder and water and anything else in there with it. So not very effective for liquidy type things like meats and stews and whatnot. But this guy can handle that stuff. In fact, you can actually vacuum seal water. When I got this, I tested it. I vacuum sealed a quart of vegetable oil just for fun, you know, and it worked great. So anyway, I'll show you how this guy works. Let me get this thing up on a tripod. So normally what I do when I go to seal is I try to get a little bit of room here in between the 2 fillets, just so when you're thawing it out, actually, you have more surface area. You really just, all you need to do with this is just make sure you have a nice flat contact with the bar, the heat bar. Let me see if I can bring you guys in a little closer to this extravaganza. There, that's a good spot for you. So yeah, just gonna get this nice and flat. Got some separation in my steaks here. When I close the lid, it's gonna start the vacuum seal process. It's gonna run for a pre-programmed amount of time. I think I have it set for 23 seconds. And you can see by the little gauge down here, kind of shows the how much air is left in the bag and time left for the vacuum. And then it's going to That air sound you hear is actually the air coming back into the chamber. And what you're left with is perfectly vacuum sealed, store quality, almost professional vacuum action. So do a couple more. See if you guys, let you guys watch. You notice if you watch the water in this bag, you can see some of the juice from the meat. You'll notice that it doesn't even move during the vacuum sealing process. Try to get this light out of your guys' way here. There's a seal, and then it voids the chamber of air, and bada bing. So what this thing is doing is actually it's making the atmosphere inside the chamber in a vacuum state. Basically draws about 99% of the air out of the chamber, but since the bag is in the chamber with it, it brings it to the same atmospheric pressure, which is nearly nothing. And then as soon as the bag is sealed, it's basically already empty of air. Then all it does, that whoosh sound you hear, is just this valve just reverses and lets the air back into the chamber so the lid can open. One more time. Perfectly preserved meat, ready for the freezer. It's well worth the money, considering a lot of the things you can do with it. If you're able to buy a lot of stuff on sale in bulk, you can vacuum seal it. The stuff will last 10 times longer than it would just sitting on the shelf or in the freezer in Ziploc bags. So anyway, hope this helps somebody with a question in their mind about vacuum sealing. Take care.